The stars twinkled like distant diamonds against the velvet expanse of space as Captain Ethan Cole piloted his small cargo ship, the Starlight Voyager, through an uncharted sector of the galaxy. He was on a routine delivery mission, but the thrill of exploration filled him with excitement. However, as he neared a lush, green planet, his ship's systems began to fail. Alarms blared, and a sudden jolt sent him crashing through the atmosphere, plummeting toward the surface. Ethan barely managed to regain control before crashing into the dense jungle, the ship's systems smoking and sputtering. Climbing out of the wreckage, he took stock of his surroundings. Towering trees surrounded him, their leaves shimmering with vibrant hues. The air was thick with humidity, and exotic sounds echoed through the underbrush. As he explored the alien landscape, a soft rustling caught his attention. Emerging from the foliage were towering figures, giant women, each at least 10 feet tall, with flowing hair that cascaded like waterfalls and skin that shimmered in the dappled sunlight. Their beauty was otherworldly, and their eyes sparkled with a mix of curiosity and something deeper. Ethan's heart raced. He had read legends of such beings, but never imagined he would encounter them. As they approached, he felt a mix of fear and awe. "Who are you?" one of the women asked, her voice melodic and soothing. Her long limbs moved gracefully as she stepped closer. "I'm Ethan, a human," he replied, trying to sound calm despite the whirlwind of emotions inside him. I crashed here." The women exchanged glances, their expressions a blend of intrigue and longing. "We are the Valkyrie, the keepers of this land," another woman said, her voice tinged with sadness. "We have waited long for a human to arrive." Ethan furrowed his brow. "What do you mean?" The tallest of the women stepped forward, her presence commanding. "Our tribe is cursed. For generations, we have been unable to conceive children. Our ancestors spoke of a time when the union of a human and a Valkyrie would bring forth strong and beautiful offspring. We believe you are the one destined to break this curse." Ethan's heart pounded in his chest. The idea was both thrilling and daunting. "You want me to father your children?" he stammered, trying to wrap his mind around the concept. The women nodded, their eyes shining with hope. "Yes, we have seen visions of the future, where a human's essence merges with our own, creating a new generation that embodies the strength of both species." The thought was intoxicating. Ethan had always dreamed of adventure, but this was a different kind of journey, one filled with responsibilities he had never anticipated. He glanced at the women, each exuding grace and beauty, their longing palpable. "What if I say yes?" he asked cautiously. "Then you will become a part of our tribe," the tallest woman replied. "You will be cherished and honored. Together, we can create a future for our people." Ethan hesitated, the weight of the decision settling heavily on his shoulders. He thought of his life on Earth, the routine he had built, the dreams he had pursued. But the allure of the Valkyrie, the promise of adventure and a new life, was difficult to resist. "What if I refuse?" he questioned, his voice steady but uncertain. The giant women's expressions darkened, their eyes filled with sadness. "Then our curse will continue, and we may never know the joy of children. We would remain alone, bound to this land, our beauty fading with time." As the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting a warm glow over the jungle, Ethan found himself drawn to the tribe. The Valkyrie were not just beautiful, they were passionate, strong, and filled with a deep yearning for connection. He felt an undeniable pull towards them, an ancient call that resonated within his soul. "All right," he said, his voice firm. "I'll help you." Cheers erupted from the Valkyrie women, their joy echoing through the trees. They surrounded him, their laughter ringing like music as they celebrated his decision. In that moment, Ethan felt an overwhelming sense of belonging, as if he had found his place among them. Days turned into weeks as Ethan embraced his new life among the Valkyrie. He learned their customs, their language, and the ways of the jungle. Each woman shared stories of their past, their hopes for the future, and the bond they sought to create. Together, they explored the lush landscapes, danced under the stars, and forged a connection deeper than anything he had known. As time passed, Ethan realized that this was more than just a quest to break a curse. It was a journey of discovery, love, and unity. He grew to care for the women, each one unique in her own way, and the dream of a new generation fueled his spirit. But as the moons aligned, marking the time for their union, Ethan found himself standing at a crossroads. He had come to cherish his life with the Valkyrie, but the decision weighed heavily on him. Would he be able to embrace this new destiny? Would he be the father their tribe so desperately needed? The night of the ceremony arrived, illuminated by the ethereal glow of the moons above. Ethan stood before the tribe, surrounded by the women who had welcomed him into their hearts. The air was charged with anticipation, and as they began their rituals, he knew he was ready to embrace this new chapter. In that sacred moment, surrounded by the beauty of the Valkyrie, he felt the weight of the galaxy fall away. With open arms and an open heart, he prepared to weave his destiny with theirs, forging a bond that would transcend time and space, forever changing the course of their worlds.